الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين. Dear students in grade 11, welcome again to this screen and to this lesson. Today's lesson, inshallah, we will cover a part of theme 3, travelers and tourists. Mainly we will focus on two units, unit 3 and 4, destinations and tourist information. The lesson is supposed to focus on pages 38 until page 31 of the coursebook, and we also will pass on pages 34 until page 37 of the workbook. Enjoy your time, and I hope that you get benefit of this lesson. At the end of the lesson, students or you supposed to use language associated with holiday brochures and tourist attractions, and you also will focus on adjectives used to describe places. You will listen for guest and specific information in different listening tasks, and at the end we will close with a practice task in making and responding to suggestions. The lesson will follow this procedure. We will start with a short discussion related to the coursebook, page 38. Then we will have a matching activity in the coursebook, page 38 too. We will have two vocabulary tasks, one in the coursebook and the second one in the workbook related to the matching activity. Then we will have a highlight in the top tip task in the coursebook, page 39. After that, we will move to have a vocabulary task in the coursebook, page 39. Then we will have a reading postcards in the workbook, page 34. After that, we'll have also task number 3 and task number 4 of the workbook, which will highlight some vocabulary items in page 35. Then we will have reading texts related to one of the touristic places that we have here in Oman in the coursebook, page 40 and 41. Then we will have some related tasks in the workbook, page 36 and 37. Before we close the lesson, we will have a soundbite activity in the coursebook, page 41. And if we got enough time, we will move to have a Kahoot quiz. Please prepare your iPads, mobile phones, or laptops just to get the code and participate in the competition. Now, let's start together. As you can see here in the pictures, it is clear that we are having some different touristic places around the world. And since we are talking about travelers and touristic places, we have to cover different things or different areas of the world that can give us the impression of relax and comfort and bring happiness and joy for different people who are interested in moving around and discovering the world. To start with, let's highlight task number 1 of the coursebook, in which we have 4 posters or 4 brochures. Let us read the instructions. Which group of holiday makers below do you think would be attracted by each brochure? And at the bottom of the page, as you can see here, we have 4 statements or description statements that describe the brochures A, B, C, and D. You are supposed to match the covers or the brochures to the statements using the language highlighted in the titles and the language used in the statement. Let's do it together. Look at A, where only the best is good enough. You can highlight the word best. Only the best means we are searching about quality. Let's search on the statements that we have in the bottom to find out anything which can fit to such brochure. A group of friends in their early 20s looking for fun in a big city. Here, a big city is the key word. Honeymoon couple wanting to relax and get away of it all. Get away of it all. Here is a key phrase also. Middle-aged professional couple wanting a top quality and luxury holiday. Look at 3. It seems to have the same meaning that we have in brochure A. But let us complete with 4. 2 friends looking for a holiday in unusual natural environment. If we check the answers, it is clear that number 3 match the brochure A because of the top quality, and there we have only the best is good enough. Let's move on to B. Honeymoon couple wanting to relax and get away from it all. And look at the sentences that come away with us to paradise. Come away, the same phrase. So number 2 supposed to be brochure B. Let's move on to have C. 2 friends looking for a holiday in an unusual, the keywords, unusual natural environment will, and look at the phrase that we have in the brochure, will take you on roads less traveled. The key phrase here, less traveled, unusual natural environment. And the last choice will be with the first statement. A group of friends in their early 20s looking for fun in a big city. And as you can see, the cover is reflecting a part of the idea. Whenever we talk about cities, we will think about high buildings, lights, roads, and such things, full of services. So the first one will be D. Check your answers, and if you want, just transfer the answer from the screen. Now, move to task number 2 of the course book, the same page 2. Here we have a list of adjectives in which all the adjectives in the box below are used in holiday brochures to persuade holiday makers to choose their holidays. So all of the words or adjectives that we have here in the pink box are related to holidays. We're supposed to be positive. Whenever we search about something interesting, of course, we try to find some interesting and positive features. With a partner, decide which of them you might find in each of the travel brochures in activity number 1. And write the words in the box in activity 1 on page 34 of the workbook. Before we start, here let us read the words together, and then we'll check the meanings just to make it easier for you. 5-star is clear, lively, dreamy, exotic, cosmopolitan, secluded, entertaining, luxurious, private, rare, superb, romantic, first class, unspoiled, vibrant, and adventurous. Most of the words are common, but I choose some of the rare words just to highlight the meaning before we start doing the activity in the workbook. So let's move to the WordNet resources and just check the meanings of the words here. As you can see, we got here six words: cosmopolitan, exotic, vibrant, unspoiled, secluded, and superb. We have to match the words to the correct place or to the correct definition. Let's start with the words that means. Here we can say cosmopolitan means you have an experience about something or people or something. Exotic means to have unusual and exciting places. Unspoiled means to have not changed or damaged. Vibrant to have exciting and full of joy. Supple means to have excellent quality. Secluded, which means quiet and private. Let's check the answers together. Okay. Now you may have a screenshot just to make reference to the correct answers. Okay, we will have a short break, then we will come back. Come back, dear students. Now we finished the first part, which was matching the meanings of the abnormal words to their meanings. Okay, we're supposed to move to the second part of the question, in which we will classify the adjectives that we have in this box into according to the meaning that fit to the previous brochures that we have in task number 1. We will look at the titles. Here we have some different brochures. We will classify the adjectives according to the meaning. So we will move to the workbook, which is related to this task, and then we try to match the meanings or classify the words or the adjectives according to the brochures. As you can see here, this is a part of the workbook. You will write each adjective from activity 2 on page 38 in your course book into the most appropriate box below. So we have here number 1, where only the best is good enough, and we said the best is good enough. We are talking about quality. So the most common adjectives in activity 2 of the course book that suit this title are here: superb, 5-star, luxurious, first class. So check the pink box and you will try to classify the adjectives according to the meaning. Then move to P. Come away with us to paradise. We are talking about privacy. Come away. Here we will list all the adjectives: romantic, secluded, dreamy, and private. Here are the answers. And you will do the same for C and D. Just to classify the adjectives in task number 2 of the course book according to the meaning. Here you got the meanings. Will take you on roads less traveled. Here: adventurous, unspoiled, exotic, rare. Where fun never sleeps: lively, vibrant, cosmopolitan, entertaining. We're supposed to check the task using the listening task, but actually since we have dictionaries, we can check the meanings and all things will be fine. So you will do it alone. Now move to the top tip activity, learning new vocabulary, which says when dealing with a new vocabulary, it is often helpful to learn phrases rather than single words, and it works a lot. Sometimes we don't know how to explain single words, but whenever they are put in a sentence or in a text, we feel better or just relaxed to have an idea about the intended meaning. The picture will be more clear if we have the word inside a context. If we get an example, we got word, we try to put the word in an example to make the meaning more clear. Move to task number 3 of the course book. Here we have some different phrases that reflect how to make or create tourism. Here we have some different phrases. Check the meanings of the phrases in the box below. Rolling sands, dunes. As you can see, what is the meaning of rolling sand dunes? The first one. If I give you an example, you could find the meaning by yourself. Like, for example, الوهيبة sands or السنينة sands. Here we have an activity which is related to deserts, making an activity and interesting activities in sands. And it is found here in Oman, in السنينة and الوهيبة sands. Variety of wildlife, and it talks about mainly this phrase represent some different ideas about the natural animals, natural creators. We have variety of wildlife, like for example, we have turtles, we have leopards, we have tigers and such things. Old forts, and you know that old forts are not is so common in our country. We have so many examples that we have here, like Arastaq Fort, Ibri Fort, castles, and different things. Traditional handicrafts, it talks about things which are made by hand, like pottery, jewelry, silver, making silver or gold, and such things. Expert craftsmen, both of these two phrases are connected to each other. Expert craftsmen, those who are skillful in making handicrafts products. Busy souks like مطرح سوق and many other traditional souks that we have in Oman. Beautiful beaches, we have so many beautiful beaches in our country, like for example Al Qaram Beach, Sib, different places that you can enjoy. Interesting museums, buildings that include some different information about mainly archaeological or information features about the country. Wooden dhows. Wooden dhows are some special ships that's nearly found here in Oman, mainly in Sur. You can find many different tribes who are interested in making wooden tows and very interesting shapes, in very interesting shapes. High mountains, also Oman is very famous of its high mountains, like for example Al-Jabal Al-Akhdar mountain and Jabal Shams also, which considered to be the highest top that we have in the Gulf. I hope the phrases are clear for you. Now, move to task number 2 of your workbook. Here we got 2 postcards. It is a completion task, A and B. Both of them are talking about some different activities or different experiences done by different people. But before we start, you got different choices. You have 8 items, and you're supposed to choose between 2 choices. Look at the last statement of each postcard. I wish I could stay here forever. That means this person is eager to find more time in the same place. He is interested in that place. He like it, love it, or whatever. So he is positive, mainly positive about this place. But look at B. Look at also the last sentence. I can't wait to come home. He wants to go home as early as he can. You can notice that this person is so optimistic about the topic. He is very sad about this place. Now, we're supposed to describe what kind of places do we have in postcard A and in postcard B. Dear Mom and Dad, we are having a fantastic or dreadful time in New Zealand. So we're supposed to find something positive, like for example, which is positive, fantastic or dreadful. Of course, fantastic is the positive adjective. Then amazing and awful. Of course, amazing is the best choice or the good feature that we have to describe about this place. Boring and stunning. It is clear that boring is negative. Stunning is the correct choice. Then dangerous and spectacular. We have to choose the spectacular because it is the positive. That let me say I could stay here forever because I like it. So the texts are beautiful or freezing. Of course, beautiful is most or more positive adjective. Then we have dull. We would choose between dull and thrilling. Which one is more positive? Of course, thrilling, which means interesting, excellent, and appalling. Excellent is the best choice. Then number 8, we have horrible and delicious. It is good to describe a place saying that something is good. We will not say horrible at all. We will say delicious. Now, look at the postcard P. Dear Mom and Dad, we are having a terrible or marvelous. Here we're supposed to find something bad or use some negative adjectives to describe the holiday. How did we discover that? Look at, as we said, look at the last statement. I can't wait to come home. They didn't find anything interesting and they want to change their place, or at least they want to go back to their homes. So the first choice, we are having a terrible or marvelous. The correct choice or the negative adjective is terrible. Then number 2, our hotel is very relaxing or noisy. Relaxing is positive, so we choose noisy. Then move to luxurious and uncomfortable. Here, because we have the negative statement, uncomfortable. So the best choice is uncomfortable. Tasty and disgusting. Instead of saying horrible and delicious, here we say tasty and disgusting. Of course, disgusting is the opposite of delicious. Then rainy and dry. The answer is rainy. Quiet and crowded. Which one? Of course, everyone prefers to have some quiet places, so the correct answer is crowded. Then expensive and cheap, which one of the two adjectives is the most negative word? Expensive. Then we have impossible and easy. Of course, impossible is the correct choice. Now check your answers. And let's move to the next task. Here we got another vocabulary task in which we're supposed to match the meanings to the correct, or match the verbs to the correct meanings. So all the words that we have in this list from 1 to 7 are verbs. Of course, how did we? Because the writer said that in the instructions. He told us that all the words that we have in the list are verbs. We have to find out the correct meaning and make sure that this task is related to another coming task. So please concentrate. The first word is done, encounter, which means F, meet and come across. Let's move on the other vocabulary, which is a stroll. What is the meaning of a stroll? It means to think of. I guess the meanings here, it is not. A stroll means to walk in a slow, relaxed way. So it will be D. We have reveal in task number 3, reveals, which means to show and make something known, which means, so we will move E to the box. Then we have discover. What is the meaning of discover? Discover is a common word and it means to find someone or something. So we'll move G to this place. Then we have wonder, number 5, which means to walk around without having a clear direction. So it's supposed to be A. Then move to imagine. Imagine is thinking about something, so it should be B. Then move to number 7, which is sample. What is the meaning of sample? It means to try something. Please check your answers before we move to the next task because this task is connected to the coming vocabulary 1. Okay. We have here a crossword puzzle in which we will practice writing the words in the crossword. We have the statements across side and we have the down words. We will try to do the cross and you will be left with the down part to be done as a homework. Okay, by opening your bedroom in window, you will a beautiful view of the sea. We're supposed to find a word which show, which means show, which is reveal. Then number 5 is one of the cross words. Here is number 5. How many boxes do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 letters. You can delicious food in our local restaurants. Something which a word maybe means to try something. So it is sample. And make sure that we are considering verbs here, not nouns. Okay, move to number 6. Take your time to dash slowly along our beautiful beaches. Now check walking around with relaxing way. It means or refers to the word stroll. Number 7. On our adventures tours, you will many interesting people to meet someone, a word that means to meet someone, encounter. Here we are. Now you're supposed to do the down activity by yourself. Please check the meanings and try to find out the answers. I will move around here. I got the answers, but I try to move as fast as possible. I let you answer the question by yourself. Now, if we have a highlight on Unit 4 of the course book, we will get some different postcards about some interesting places that we have in the far. As you can see the instructions, read these descriptions of popular tourist sites in the far. So we are talking about touristic attractions that we have in the far. Here we got 10 locations, 10 touristic locations or sites: البليد, ثوي عطير, خروري, سمهرم, and Wadi Darbat. We have here Marseille, Sadah. We have Taqa, Jersey Springs, Salala Museum, and Mirbat. Of course, if you want to have more details about the information which are included in the postcard, you may read it in details using your course book. But here we will talk about some general descriptions or features which are common in different places or in those places that we have here. And of course, we know that touristic attractions it differ in its archaeological features, uh, what it can or what they can present, and what kind of joy they can give to the visitors. Let's move to have the related tasks. Why are we studying about these touristic places? Of course, since we are talking about tourism and travelers, we have to highlight some Omani places or some different sites that we have in Omani tourism, so we can encourage to have the local travels inside the country. Here we got a task which is related to the 10 locations that we have there in the far region. We're supposed to find out which of the postcards is can highlight the feature that we have in task number 1. For example, we have A. Which of the places in the course book, page 40 and 41, can help the visitors or can enjoy those who are interested in archaeology? We think about some different places. We can say that number 1, number 3, and 10 are the most appropriate places about this feature interested in archaeology. Let we go back to the texts. He said 1, 3, and 10. El-Belid, established as city in the 10th century, see recent archaeological digs. So it talks about archaeological sites. Let's check number 3. Recent excavations have revealed a walled town. Ancient writing found inside the walls show that the town is the last Samarram, the port at southern end of the famous incense trial. The Hor is also one of the best places in the far to study bird life. And here we have, okay, let's move to have number 10, which talks about Salalas Museum. It talks about archaeological sites in the region. So it is clear that these sites talk about the most or the interested archaeological places or can be good for those who are interested about having archaeological sites. Now let's move to B. Which of the sites that we have there is talking or can help those who like to watch birds? Text 2, 3, and 5 can be the most appropriate places or touristic attractions that can help those kind of visitors. Those who are interested in nature, natural places, will supposed to visit 4, 5, and 8. Then those who are enjoying visiting historical buildings will move to have 3, 6, and 7. As you can see, 3 is repeated in different places. Why? Because it represents some different items or joy, different kinds of joy for the visitors. What about the last one, which is our beach lovers? We talk about 5, 6, and 7. If we go back to the text, we can check that 5, 6, and 7. Here we can say taqa. You can see it is clear from the picture. It is talking about coastal places. And we have also Maghsil and we have Sadah, which are talking about some beaches or interesting places in the coastal side. Here are the answers. You can check your answers or transfer the correct choices. And now let's move to the listening task. Here we're supposed to listen to different conversations, different people talking about. The tour guide is deciding what kind of tourist attraction is being described each time. And we have four choices or five choices for each item. We have from A to E, and we will choose between food, bird sanctuary, and museum, beach, and mountain. Now listen to the recorder and try to find the correct answers. Sorry, the sound is not clear. If we could check that. Let's move on to have a short break, then we will come back just to fix this technical issue. Welcome back, dear students. Sorry we couldn't fix that technical issue, so we will skip this listening task and we will move on to have the soundbite activity. As you can see here, the soundbite activity is talking about making suggestions or how to reflect your opinion or advice about something, about doing something in using polite phrases or items. Here we got some different items. May I suggest that first you take them to visit Salala. May I suggest? Then we have, why don't you? Giving the opinion in a polite way. How about still referring to the idea using some good or positive phrases without insisting the idea or forcing someone to be convinced to do your opinion. You might like to take them to the Horori Bird Sanctuary. If I were you, I would send him down the coast to Marseille. How can students respond to such phrases? Now we got, these are how to reflect the suggest the idea. Then how can other students or other people respond or reply to your suggestion? By saying either to agree, good idea, may I suggest to do something, then either to say yes, I agree, good idea, it will be good idea. Then if you are not convinced with that idea, you may have also polite responding, saying no. I would prefer to go to the Wadi. I would rather go on Thursday. Let's go diving instead. The three other items saying that no, or responding by saying no in a polite way. Here we got an example. This lady suggestion, may I suggest that we visit the Avenue Mall this evening? Then the other ladies, here we have 4 responses from different students. That sounds good. It says yes. I'd prefer to go to the center point. This says no in a polite way. I'd rather go next weekend. This lady is saying no also. Let's visit Matrah instead, having some other alternatives. No. According to the session, here we got some different activities, and alhamdulillah we covered most of them. We reached the end, and here we would check which of the activities we have done. We have done most of them. We stand by the listening task, which was stopped or skipped because of technical issue. And at the end, we will close with the Kahoot competition. As we said before, prepare your iPads, mobile phones, and laptops. Now, let's move on to have the competition together and check your understanding. Be ready. Some easy questions. Hope that you'll find them easy too. Look at the screen and try to catch the code with the bin number. Here it is. 51531330. Let's see who is watching us. No players. Very good. Well done, Maggie. Excellent. You can catch the code that appears in the screen, 51531330. Excellent, dear students. Waiting some other participants. Excellent. I'll give you 2 minutes more, then we will start the competition together. Just be fast as possible, please. because we are not running out or short of time. Excellent. Now we got ladies and gentlemen, of course. Excellent. Could be network connections because they seem to be very slow too. Yes. Is it clear now? Excellent, dear students. Hurry up. Excellent, dear students. Waiting to see more students. Hurry up. You are very slow. Okay, shall we start together? Look at the questions. We got 5 questions. Luxurious means top quality, bad quality, living a habit, learning a skill. Excellent. We still have 6 seconds. Okay. We got some different answers. مدرسة نعيم. I got the first. Let's move on. The second one, true and false question. Secluded means private. Is it true or false? Excellent. Here we got fast answers. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Okay. Qanubi. Excellent. Let's move on. Question number 3. Which of the words means find someone or something? Stroll, sample, wonder, or discover? Excellent. Okay. 5 seconds. 130 answer. Excellent. Okay. Heart. Here we have sample. Okay, let's move to have question number 4. Making suggestions means to express and demonstrate your opinion or advice about something. Is it true or false? Making suggestions means to express and demonstrate your opinion or advice about something. What do you think? Is it true or false? Excellent. Shahad. Excellent. Yes, Shahad. Let's move to the last question. Which of the following adjectives is negative? Thrilling, crowded, stunning, and fantastic. Excellent. Excellent, students. Now let's check the patio. Naruto, the 3rd position, Iman, and 3741 is the first, or Amgid al-Blushi. Thank you very much for your participation, and I hope that you got something interesting in this lesson. Waiting you in the next week, inshallah. Keep watching the program. Thank you very much.